Hi, I'm Delegate Patrick Hope, and welcome back to Week 2 update for the Virginia Legislative 2012 session. This has been another busy week here down in Capitol Square, and I want to tell you a little bit about a few of the bills that I've introduced and things that I'll be working very hard to advance. First bill I want to tell you about is a ability to increase and raise our tobacco tax to the national average. We'll bring in about $300 million if we were just to be average, and we'll use that revenue to pay down the car tax. So if you have a car tax that averages around $15,000, that car tax will be cut in half from around $185 down to $90. And if you have multiple cars, you'll get multiple benefits from it. I think that the benefits from our public health benefits from reducing our tobacco or increasing tobacco tax and reducing the number of people and adults smoking and kids ever taking up smoking will have a significant impact on our health care. It's the single most important public health risk that we face is tobacco smoking, and this will help doing it. At the same time, it will reduce the car tax in half. The other issue that I'm working on is the health insurance exchange. So as you probably are aware, the Governor McDonnell appointed me to the Virginia Health Reform Initiative, which is a bipartisan commission that has put together individuals from hospitals, doctors, businesses, experts around the state and healthcare industry have recommended a health insurance exchange for Virginia. I've put in legislation that mirrors their recommendations, and I'm hopeful that the governor will act and the legislature will act on those recommendations. Creating a pool, a website portal where individuals and business can go to the website, they can look at hospital and patient affiliation, they can look at premiums and co-payments and deductibles and make the right choice that is for them and their family. And by increasing the pool size statewide, we'll be able to lower premiums for all Virginians. This is very good for our economy, and I'm hopeful that the legislature and the governor will act on those recommendations. A third bill that I wanted to bring to your attention is one that I'm very focused on, is taking a look at in Virginia's prisons at the number of inmates that we put through segregation. Inmates are put in isolation for 23 hours a day, 7 days a week. Many of these inmates go from this kind of environment directly out into the community. I had the privilege to tour Red Onion, which is a maximum security prison, over the summer, and I saw several hundred inmates that were under these conditions, and many of them are there for multiple years. I spoke to one prisoner that had been in segregation for over 12 years. And again, many of those people go from that position directly into the community, so we all should care. Other states have looked at their segregation population and put them into more general population environments and settings, a sort of a step down, and that's the best way to treat inmates, the most humane way. It's doing it the way we're doing it is a violation of their civil rights. So I have a bill in to study whether or not we can do this safely and in a cost-efficient way, and I'm hopeful that will proceed. The final thing I wanted to tell you about, as I'm very excited about, is working with the Virginia Progressive Caucus. We held our press conference earlier this week where we laid out our agenda for the 2012 session, and I can tell you this will be a very difficult year, but our Virginia Progressive Caucus members are united. We're going to protect a woman's right to choose, we're going to protect our safety net and health and human services, we're going to protect education K through 12, and we're going to protect our environment and make our economy strong. And so if you want more information on our agenda, our bills that we will be endorsing, supporting, and opposing, go to my website at www.hopeforvirginia.org. Well, this completes this week's update. I hope to see you next week. Thank you so much for joining me.